Welcome back to the Tinkerage. It is the 18th episode of the Reorganisation vlog. Only a day since my last update, but it's been a good day. Some progress has been made. The aim for today was to get a set of shelves to store the assortment of these that I had, and as you might be able to spot by the fact there's only one there now, that does mean that it happened. So I'm hoping that there will be a project video coming out. I've got some footage. I'm hoping that it's going to be good enough to produce a little project video. So 8 of these slot in, fit on just nicely, and also added a little piece of 2x4 to make a difference there as a clamp storage for my longer-ish, medium-long clamps, so they're tucked nicely out of the way. That does, as quite a few of the steps that so far have done, generated another knock-on. I need to now sort out a change of screw storage and also tape, and I've got things like about 3 miles of monofilament line there. So I need to find somewhere for that. I've got a trug here full of threads and screws, various oils, some rivets in there as well. So I need to work out where they're going to go and how they're going to go. Some of those will of course go into maybe some of these or into some of the drawers. So good progress today. I'm pleased with that set of shelves. Came out really quite nicely. I was a little bit concerned when I got the wood out of my summer house where I store the wood. I hadn't supported it fully along its length, so one piece was particularly bowed, but because I was using relatively short lengths, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I managed to keep this bench clear. It was covered in tape and string and screws earlier, but I managed to sort of tidy that up. Did also find this one for Steve Maker. If you don't follow Steve Maker, he's a hull maker, channel about the same sort of size as mine, willing to give anything a go. He's working on metalwork at the moment, teaching himself to stick weld and to work with metal. He's making a nice coffee table. He made a comment on one of the vlog posts last week about the fact that my first aid kit isn't really very obvious, and it's a really valid point, and I might talk about that at a later point. But what I did find amongst my tape when I was clearing it off the shelf is some sort of slightly reflective tape, which I will use to possibly make a cross on the side of there, so that it is a bit more obvious to other people and not just to me. Did a live feed on YouTube this afternoon, about an hour and 40 minutes, having a nice chat with a few people, and that was great. I love the fact that now with internet out here and a computer in here and the camera working, that I'm able to do that and to have a chat with people, and hopefully that will happen a bit more often. Tomorrow, being Sunday, I am hoping to do a few things. I've got a few jobs in the house that need to be done, not related to making, but I hopefully will get some time out here. I need to get the thinking cap on and and maybe spend some time on Pinterest, looking for some ideas for thread, tape, and screw storage. I am hoping, my big hope is that next week I can start thinking about how I'm going to arrange toolboards. I don't know how long that's going to take. I have a plan for it. I'm going to run a tip video Might do it tomorrow, but it might be in the week. Tip video went out this morning about storyboarding. So I used this piece of, it's not storyboarding, story sticks. So I used this piece of timber here to mark off the positions of the shelves, and actually screwed that in place on the wall bar that's holding the shelves. And so I was able to work out exactly where I wanted the shelves to go in relation to the size of the boxes, and not just basing that on raw, not sure quite the right phrase to describe it, but just sort of raw data, but actually seeing the blocks relative to where the shelves would be. And I used some sort of scrap wood to act as a shelf in relation to the boxes, not blocks. So tomorrow, I'm not really quite sure what I'm going to do. Maybe try and tidy up, sort something out with these jars, whether it's emptying or taking them off the battens so they can go up on a shelf, whether it's emptying them into the wham boxes. But I'd like to clear a bit of space there. I need to maybe try and find somewhere for the nails. I use nails so infrequently, I might just stick them in a cardboard box and take them down to one of my sheds. Might try and clear some of this timber down to shed as well, until I'm ready to actually start building bits of wood. I don't know that there's much more building that can be done. But yeah, no, there's one more piece, and maybe tomorrow I'll do that. I'm not going to say what it is yet. I'm not exactly sure if it's going to work. If it does work, it's going to be a brilliant idea. If it doesn't work, I'll tell you about it anyway. But I'm not going to tell you quite yet, because I just want to just sort of couple of things of, even just talking about it now, an idea has changed in my head. It's one of the reasons why I quite like chatting to people on the live feed. Just talking about things, talking through things. I get ideas from people, but it also just formulates ideas, makes connections inside my own head about how things might work. So yeah, so that's my plan for tomorrow. So I've got possibly that's corner and some tidying. Right, I think that's enough chat from me. As always, if you like this, please give it a like. If you've got any ideas to help me, please do put them in the comments. Please subscribe. Yeah, that really helps me to know that people want to watch what I'm watching. I've lost a few subscribers lately, possibly not liking the vlogs. Maybe it's just bot channels that YouTube are taking off. I don't know, because you don't get that information when somebody unsubscribes. So my numbers haven't changed very much over the past month, even though I've been putting out a lot more content. But it'd be nice to see an increase. I'd love to get to 600 before Maker Central in May. So it gives me a month to get, I think I need to get about 15 to clear 600. So that'd be nice. Apart from that, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the support that those of you that comment give. I appreciate the thumbs ups. I appreciate people that just watch and don't comment, don't give thumbs up. It's watch time, and that's nice to see that number going up. Oh, I hope you have an enjoyable Saturday night, or whenever you're watching this. I hope you have an enjoyable time, whatever it is you're doing. If you're on work on Monday morning, sneak a quick look at YouTube. Well, if you're enjoying this, I'm not going to argue. Thank you very much. Bye for now.